Everybody. It is March the 23rd, and I'm Chris Allen right here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Which way am I pointing? All right. By the way, thanks to the folks at the Franklin Ace Hardware Marketplace yesterday, had a good time being at the store again. I think this is the third time that I've been there to do weather radios, and we had a number of people come in and purchase weather radios, and I had several that came across the border. No, no, not that border, the Tennessee border into Kentucky, and they came in and bought weather radios, and I programmed them for places like Robertson and Sumner County, which is right there on the Kentucky border. So they came over, drove up from places like Portland, which is not that far away from Franklin, and other communities in northern Tennessee, and I got them all fixed up. So we'll have more. I'll announce it here as I usually do, where we're going to do more of those weather radio programming events. And of course, they're all at Ace Hardware stores. And we've got more of those and maybe even a few that we haven't been to yet. So if you live in a community that hasn't seen us come to your Ace Hardware store where you live, it's a possibility we could be coming there in the next few weeks and months. So, anyway, anytime you need a weather radio, go to Ace Hardware Marketplace. They do have them in stock. If they don't, they can get them for you pretty quickly. All right. We're done with the rain. It is over with, which is great news. Just in time for the weekend. You can see how skies have cleared overnight. There's still a few clouds around. Good morning, neighbor, going down the street here on the Plano cam. You can see we've got the sun, we've got a clear sky. Now, we have had some clouds lingering in parts of the area this morning, but there will be a few more clouds that may just kind of come by for a while today. But overall, we're looking at some really nice weather, albeit cooler than what we have seen. Like yesterday when we hit a high of 76. Boy, that was nice. There's the view downtown as of 7:19 this morning, this Saturday morning, from our AAA Systems live weather cam, high atop Reservoir Hill. And we're looking on the city downtown, Bowling Green, looking really nice, really fine this morning. So we've got a good day ahead of us. I think we're going to see a lot of sunshine, maybe, as I said, just a few leftover clouds, but that'll be the extent of it. Everything else is looking pretty good on this Saturday morning, albeit a little breezy. It is breezy out there, and that breeze is a little bit chilly. I'll just tell you that. As you get ready to maybe do something outdoors today, you're going to go out and just take advantage of the day. There's that breeze is going to be with you. But here's a look at radar. You can see that all the shower activity is now far to the east of us. It's over eastern Kentucky, but there's still some cloud cover that, as I mentioned, is still lingering around. Let me show you the satellite view this morning. Switch modes here, and you can see how all these clouds, there's a line of clouds just east of Bowling Green, now moving through Glasgow and the Caveland area, and then getting close to Campbellsville. Some scattered clouds down toward Tompkinsville, Dale Hollow Lake, Lake Cumberland, and further east. And then this is a little bit of fog, and you can see some of that back toward the Wabash River and the Ohio River, the Mississippi River. Seeing and some of that will be in the form of scattered clouds that are going to rotate through. This is the cold front that is kind of falling apart, already has, that's continuing to move east. So I think we're in store for a pretty good day. With at times there could be that mix of clouds and sunshine. Just keep that in mind if you're going out. And that breeze, And that breeze is going to be north to northeast. So that's going to keep us a little bit more on a chilly side of things. So you may need, jacket. We're only going to be in the upper 50s today. So I want you to know that because that's going to be a factor. In fact, here's a look at temperatures this morning from the Kentucky Mesonet Network. We've got 30s off to the north and upper 30s to low 40s where we are here in southern Kentucky. It is almost in the 50s out southeast of us. That's because the cold front hasn't moved through there yet. But as you can see, we've got anywhere from 37 over in Hopkins County, the Madisonville area, 37 also up in LaRue County and Hodgenville. But then you've got for once, I mean, look at this. Those of you that watch this on a regular basis know that I always, pretty much always, highlight Cumberland County and that mesonet sensor that is on the river, the Cumberland River near Burkesville, always reading colder than everybody else. But look at this. This instance for today, it's reading warmer than everybody else. It's just the placement of the cold front, the cooler air coming in from the north. They're still looking at, well, they've just started a shift to the wind from the north, but they're at 45, and everybody else is in the upper 30s to low 40s. Congratulations, Burkesville, Cumberland County. You have won this morning the contest for the warmest temperature on the Mesonet map this morning. Oh, the audience is here. When did they show up? It's Yeah, it's my radio audience, but I'll let them in this morning. But look at that. Isn't that something? That's the way the weather works sometimes, and that's why I love it. Something different, something changeable all the time. Let's check temperature or the rainfall. Let's do rainfall. Uh, we just looked at temperatures. Rainfall past 24 hours, only 3/100ths of an inch of rain at the Corvette plant, the sensor there. The sensor down at the Ag Expo Center, 400ths. I know it seemed like it was probably more. And if you lived up, if you live up toward Hadley, Riverside, that area, Woodbury, yeah, you probably picked up more. In fact, the sensor at Woodbury, just outside of Morgantown, a 1/4 inch. That's where the most rainfall fell during the last 24 hours. Everybody else got less than that. Well, there's 1/1300ths of an inch. Barron County. Now that sensor is over in Bon Air. So it's close to the Warren Barron County line. So yeah, that was pretty respectable. Then you start to see some higher amounts like over in, is that Monticello? No, Whitley City, 1/2 inch of rain. That's where the heavier rains fell for the past 24 hours. About those winds this morning, yes, we're getting a wind from the north, and these are sustained winds at 10 to 15. That's a pretty good breeze. Let's check the gust, which make it feel even chillier. And there you go. We have some gust of 18 to 20 to 21, 22 miles per hour, 23 miles per hour. So yeah, that's a pretty stiff and a pretty chilly kind of a wind. In fact, here's the wind chill. It does make it feel colder. In fact, for some of you, those winds make it feel like it's in the upper 20s to low 30s this morning. So yeah, that's going to feel pretty stiff when you head out the door this morning. Whoops. There we go. All right, moving on. Let's see if we can warm things up. And I think we will as we go through time in the next several days. Here's a look at the model blender, and we're going to try to get things warmed up. It is spring after all, but it's still, keep in mind, it's still March. Granted, the end of March, and now we're going to move into April. But still, even in April, we can have frost. We can have below freezing temperatures. We could even have snow. Just saying, it's happened before. So let's not think just because it's April and we're thinking Easter and all of this, that's not going to happen. It has happened. Like I've always said, you get these things can still happen even up to Derby Day, which is the first Saturday in May. So here we go. We are looking at warmer temperatures, a trend to warmer temperatures over the next several days. So we go mid to upper 50s today. I'm going with 58. That may be pushing it, but with the longer amount of daylight, it is a north wind, and usually I cut uh, temperatures a little because of a north wind. It may be closer to 55 than 58 today. Just saying. But it's going to land somewhere in between that. Then we go mid 60s tomorrow after hitting near freezing tonight. They're showing 33. Um, yeah, I'm going to go about that 33. Just some of you will hit freezing or a little bit, maybe a degree or two below that tonight. Not a hard freeze, just some touch of frost. 65 ish tomorrow as we get more of a southerly flow, actually, a more of a southeast wind flow. Then we go 66 to near 70 for Monday. This is when thunderstorms is going to come in Monday night into Tuesday. Tuesday, about 64. I agree with that one, simply because of the clouds and the rain. Then a touch of cooler air, not much, just a tad cooler as we head into Wednesday, around 60. Then we go low to mid 60s, upper 60s, Thursday, Friday next week. And look at that streak of 70s coming in. Now, that is more in line. Actually, the average or normal high temperature for this time of the year is in the low 60s. So we're going to be well above that for next weekend, which is the last weekend of March. This is Easter Sunday right here, March 31st, the next Sunday. Tomorrow is Palm Sunday right here. We're going to be about 10 degrees warmer for Easter Sunday. Then here's April 1st and 2nd. Temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. So the trend is warmer, but we're going to continue to have these little blips, blackberry winter, um, dogwood winter. All those little winters are still kind of hanging around a little bit. So yeah, that's going to continue to happen. All right, one more map to show you, and that is the forecast map for the next 7 days. The next 7 days, giving you a look at what's happening. There's our departing system, which is leaving us today, and the skies are already beginning to clear out from west to east and looking much better here. So let's go into today, later today, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 o'clock tonight. Skies are clear. It's going to be chilly, as I mentioned, down close to freezing. Now, Palm Sunday, beautiful. We may see a few clouds from time to time, but it is going to be a really nice Palm Sunday. And I know a lot of you will be going to services tomorrow, and especially Easter Sunday, but tomorrow, a lot of you will be doing, special Palm Sunday services, and there will be a lot of extra people at church and all that it's going to be a great day. So, Holy Week beginning this week. So let's go to Sunday evening. We see a little boundary here, but it's a broken boundary. In other words, it's semi-stationary, or what we call quasi-stationary. It's a boundary that's getting set up and ready for all of this, which is our better rain chance that's going to come in for Monday night into Tuesday. So the moisture here, aided by high pressure, which is moving east. So the winds are more southerly, Notice the tighter lines here. The winds will pick up ahead of the system that is going to bring us rain. And I think this time we're going to get some thunderstorms. Now, I've not seen anything that shows us anything severe, but this system does slow down. Notice it turns stationary. That's because the high pressure that's east of us is going to try to block this. It's going to try to slow it down, and a wave of low pressure will ride along that front. So we could end up picking up some really decent rainfall out of this, maybe close to an inch in some cases, some thunder and lightning, and very gusty wind. I do think the winds are going to be quite windy with this system. It's just a wind driven system, but it runs into that blocking high pressure and it slows it down. This is Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. So it's going to be raining really good as you head to work on Tuesday morning. As we get into Tuesday afternoon and evening, it begins to pull away. It does pick up some forward momentum as a cold front, and then the winds will begin to die down. This is Wednesday morning. Everything begins to clear, and we're looking after that some real nice weather. For the middle and end of next week, high pressure taking over. We're going to, that's that warm up that you saw, or the beginning of the warm up will be in the 60s, and then another warm front coming through by next Friday. That's when we warm up into the 70s. You see some showers off to the north, but most of that's going to stay away until, here we go into Easter weekend. I think we're going to be okay. So, yeah, some fairly nice weather on the way. Uh, Once we get into Monday, Tuesday, those will be the 2 days that we look at showers and thunderstorms. And then after that, we're good. We're good all the way into Easter weekend with that warm up coming. It's all going to get pretty good. All right. Chat box this morning. Jack, good morning to you. Gregory from Glasgow. Ricky, thank you. Loving the colors. I guess on the maps. Yeah. Okay. Mary, Ricky and Lewisburg. Yeah. Okay. Carolyn from Albany down in Clinton County this morning. Michael. Um, then we see Ann from T-Ville, Eugene, Sherry from Park City. Um, okay. Good morning to all of you and everybody else that's watching this morning. And you may be watching when I throw it over and push it out to social media on the WNKY Facebook page, my pages, all of that. And of course, the Sam channel on the Sam 100.7 Facebook page. I do this on one platform and then it just pushes it out to all the other platforms. So if somebody misses it on one, you can see it on another. The main platform that I use, just in case you're wondering, is YouTube. And then YouTube takes it and pushes it out to everything else. And so that way everybody gets in on it. It's a weekend and you want to know what's going on. And for that, of course, depend on us at WNKY News 40. We've got the News 40 app, which you can download right. Let's get this wrong. Right there. You can always scan that code right there on your phone. Open up your photo app, the app that, the camera that takes your photos on your phone. Just scan that right there, and you can download the News 40 weather app and always know what the weather's doing any moment, anytime, anywhere, anywhere. All right, you guys, have a great day. Enjoy your Saturday. Thanks for watching, and God bless.